Nikki Yamha, Matthew Williford. I'm the vice chair of the Konkow Valley Band of Maidu Indians, Koyom Kawi Kimsu Ma'a, and welcome to our homelands. Traditionally, our people have been here since time immemorial. We don't have a migration story. We were placed here by Kodoyampe, the world maker. This is where our DNA comes from. This is where our roots are. Our homeland was once a Garden of Eden with plentiful food, plants, and animals. And now today, after contact, it's like a wild garden with a bunch of weeds and overgrown and not managed at all. Even though my three-time great-grandfather was a treaty signer at Bidwell's Ranch in 1851, the federal government still has not acknowledged our band, which is the only band locally that's not recognized. Basically, after rounding Konkows and other indigenous people up and putting in fence pins like cattle, they were forced marched to Covelo, Round Valley, the California version of the Trail of Tears for the indigenous people of Northern California who were forced marched. The elders were forced marched, babies were slaughtered, all kinds of just heinous things were done. And that's the Nome quote. That's the Nome quote walk.
We apologize on behalf of the citizens of California to all California Native Americans for the many instances of violence, maltreatment, neglect, murder inflicted on the tribes.
And my dad would always tell me, we would go and he would say that the mountains are always there. So that's where your ancestors are. That's how you stay in touch. That's how you connect with your ancestors, because the mountains will always be there. After colonization, the mismanagement of the land is what now is causing the devastating wildfires, the Camp Fire, North Complex, the Dixie Fire. By cooking the soil, nobody wants to replant, and so property owners don't know what to do with their property. So might as well just give it back to the people that it belonged to in the first place, like giving back stolen goods. I was asked to step in and kind of guide this proposal or this idea around, and so I touched bases with Hap Hathaway, talked with him, and it seemed like I know him for maybe we knew each other in past lives or something. We clicked automatically, and we started working on an agreement for 10.72 acres on the south side of a creek that runs through the campground.
My name is Jason Romer. This is my wife, Andrea Romer. We're part of a group called Konkow Partners who have a lease option purchasing this property. We're in the process of buying it, and we landed here in, I want to say 2007. We're invited to help do a music festival here, and then since then we just fell in love with this place. and we've done that every year pretty much since, except maybe right after the fire, I guess.
When Hap first approached the tribe with coming up with an agreement, and we both came up with rough drafts. We took parts from each of our rough drafts, put it into the agreement, put it in front of the Konkow Partners board, and then put it in front of our council. Council approved, the board approved, got a notary, and we both signed on that day.
The feeling when you come across something like this, it's awesome. You know, it's a lot of times you'll be surveying and you know, you have a big area to survey, but you only have so many hours to survey that area. So you gotta go off your gut, or you gotta, you know, follow the way a hawk flew or whatever, you know, and you'll just come across things like this and it's overwhelming, you know, it's awesome, you know, you feel like I'm doing the right thing, you know, I'm doing this job for the right reason. You can school them on this, you know, they'll walk past something like this and tell you there's nothing there. You don't need to be here. We don't need tribal here. And it's like, no, even if this wasn't here, the land needs us here. We need to be here with you just because that's how it is. It's right.
When we really started to talk about this area and Konkow in general and the Konkow people in general, he clicked with me because not a lot of people are concerned about the history of the native people here or the indigenous people here and how we are tied into the land. Jason, he got it right away. He was asking questions. He wanted to know more. He wanted to be educated or wanted to know what had happened to our people.
My advice to other landowners who might be interested in participating in this land back movement is hurry up. What's your problem? Why haven't you gotten involved already? That's what I felt like really when I realized that that's what we should do. And I mean, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but at the same time, like, it's actually pretty frustrating. I'm proud and honored to be involved in what we're doing here, but I also am a little irritated that we're the first ones doing it. It really seems a little overdue. And I don't want to diminish what we're doing or be disrespectful to anybody else, but come on, figure it out. Let's go.
That's the captain.
It's the Gramps.
Come creeping out of this valley.
My favorite thing about my culture is getting to learn more about my native side more and more every day. And since we got this land back and like more land back, this like the following year, this is like the first time I've ever came up like into the mountains and like seeing more like my land and stuff.
No, this is wonderful. What's going on? What Matthew has done for us. Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
What I want more people to know about our tribe, I guess, is just trying to get our name out there more at the moment, because not a lot of people know us and they want to know our story like right now. So it's like we have to get our name out there in order for them to even ask questions.
My name is Talon Gramps, and my mother is Tracy Gramps. I hope to be a good example to my siblings and even some of the younger natives by just showing up like to the dances and some of the hand games and by just participating, so hopefully they'll want to participate and the tribe will grow bigger.
It's supposed to be about your people, your culture, learn to do things as we did back in the old days. My grandparents did stuff. Teach the language back to the little guys.
Do it it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, do it pan, do. Do it pan, do it, oh.